Women lose their power when their WAP stops working. Stay tuned.
Yo, I did.
Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel.
Okay, welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, press the like button, the comment button, and subscribe button at the end of the video. But first, watch the entire video. Okay, today we're going to be talking about why women lose their power once the WAP is worn out. All right? Now, we're going to go deeper into detail about the WAP, but I just want to let you know how powerful the WAP is. The WAP is something that every man is chasing, and every man is chasing that feeling, that lustful feeling that goes on inside of his body, which is why I tell a lot of you guys you're not going to really be red pill until you get in your 30s and you start losing the lustfulness and you start to become more of a leader to a woman. This is why younger women like older guys. It's because they don't have that lustful spirit, and this is why younger women control younger men through their lustful spirit. All right, so what we're going to talk about today is the WAP. When the WAP is worn out, so is a woman's power. All right, when it comes to the bedroom and it comes to a woman, two things are going to happen when you guys first encounter. All right, in the bedroom, she's either going to conquer you or you going to conquer her. All right, depending on how good the WAP is will determine how much power she has over you. All right, if you control her and you're able to satisfy her before the WAP satisfies you, then you're going to conquer her. But her main goal is to win you over through the WAP. The WAP gives her power. The WAP makes her feel sexy. And the WAP is always her leverage over men. So understand the WAP is very, very, very important to a woman. She uses it for conquership over a man until a man can control his desires. You must understand the WAP, the way the WAP looks, the way the WAP moves. See, when you're young, you get to explore WAP. You see what WAP looks like. It looks like a peach, right? Looks kind of like that, right? Then as you get older, by the time you get around your 30s and your 40s, the WAP starts to look a little different. And the reason why the WAP starts looking a little different is because the WAP goes through a lot of emotions. It goes through kids. It goes through multiple men. Back in the day, it used to be the kids that wore the WAP out. All right? Because you got to realize the WAP can stretch to the size of a baby, but it can also stretch with the amount of men that she's been with as well. The walls inside the WAP is what's actually used to please a man. Once those walls are out, a woman can no longer please a man, which is why you see a lot of women that may go to extremes and she tries to please a man the other way, through the other hole, you know, because she really needs a man to be pleased by her in order for her to conquer him, which is why when the WAP don't really work that good, she gets better at giving fellatio. And a lot of women that really needs the confidence, that has the insecurity and knows like my WAP is no good, my walls are no longer pleasing men as fast as I need them to. Guys are having sex with me for longer periods of time. When you're able to have sex with a woman for like 45 minutes, the WAP is no good and she knows it's no good. So she becomes better at fellatio, because a fellatio is a certified way of her conquership. If you ejaculate, she feels good. She feels sexy. That's how come in porn, it's a big deal for the man to ejaculate at the end. It's a really big deal to a woman. Guys don't understand this. You're just thinking like, oh, they're nasty. No, it's a form of conquership watching a man ejaculate. She feels like she has power. The dumber she is, the more that is power to her. So when a woman's WAP is wore out, she starts to age faster. Men no longer want her. She's no good to anybody and her power is gone. If you go to have sex with a woman and you feel anything, you're not going to want to go have sex with her. This is a reason why older guys don't like dealing with women their age, because their WAP is wore out, and then when they go be with a younger girl, it's a different type of feeling. You get to actually experience what intercourse feels like. When you get older and the WAP wore out, there is no pleasure on a man unless he's getting fellatio. If he's just hitting it from the back and doing other things, all he feels is her butt clapping against his thighs. I know, I'm an experienced guy. You can't let no woman tell you like, oh, your penis is too small, ha ha ha. No, it's not. Your WAP is done. As the WAP wears out, she goes to the store, she goes to these sex toy shops, and they start grabbing bigger items to go inside of them. So it starts to feel like they did when they were younger girls. That's how come those dildos and stuff in there are really, really big. It's because the WAP is getting stretched out. For her to be pleased and to feel pleased, she keeps needing something to rub against those walls. Not no regular man is going to be like that. So she's losing her power over men, and this is why they go over to women. They go over to women because you can still turn a woman on with touch and feel. So a woman can gain power over another woman just through touch and feel. You know what I'm saying? Because of the sensitivity of a woman. You're going to see that in a lot, like I said, a lot of lesbian relationships are baby mothers, women with kids. You see more women with kids in lesbian relationships than anybody. You don't see straight up girls in lesbian relationships. They go through a phase as a young girl, but a lot of those lesbian relationships, they start with young girls, they start dying out around 25, 26, 27 as they on their way to their 30s, and they may pick it back up after menopause. But for the first couple earlier phases of lesbian, those are never going to work out. They'll eventually end up going back to a man. But the women that are older and got kids and start experiencing with other women, it's because the WAP is wore out and another woman can satisfy her through touch and feel. Another thing that guys have to understand, even when you're in the bedroom, and that I want to address when it comes to the WAP. When a woman knows her WAP is not good and you're in sex, expect her to do a lot more screaming and yelling. All right? Expect her to pull on your back. Expect her to scratch your back. Expect women to do a lot more acting in bed. All that screaming and yelling and stuff is not real. When a woman does that in the bedroom, she's doing that for conquerorship. Because she knows, if I make this man feel like he's actually destroying my vagina, it sends a signal to his ego that causes him to ejaculate. This is why you see a lot of women in porn. They do the same thing. All the screaming and the yelling. It don't really work like that. In real life, you're only going to see a woman scream and yell like that as if like the condom is dry or like the lubricant, she's drying up and now it's starting to burn her. That's the only way you're going to feel that. But in real life, when women are doing all this screaming and yelling in bed, it's all a form of manipulation. The WAP is her superpower. All right. The moment she's unable to please and guys are coming in her life and they're walking right out and they're not calling her no more, she knows my WAP is done. The moment she puts the WAP on somebody and he's calling her all day long, she's like, man, I got that good. Man, I got that good. But the moment guys are just hitting it and quitting it, women know, my WAP is not going to work. I got to start using my mouth. And then when the WAP and the mouth don't work no more, she's going to be so frustrated. She's just going to hate men. She'll start dating women and using her sexuality to get men, but not sleeping with them. See, a lot of these strippers don't sleep with guys because they're in it for the lustful part because the WAP is wore out. Remember, when you can't feel anything, her power is gone. As long as you're able to ejaculate, she can have control over you, which is why a lot of you guys are just a blowjob away from going back into the plantation. Big shout outs to Coach Greg Adams. Hasta la vista. Comment, like, subscribe. Comment. Let me know what you feel about this. And then definitely hit that subscribe button. This is Anthony Spade. Hasta la vista.